into your experience in my coaching program, did you have any hesitations about working with me or even just like working with a copywriter?
So working with you, I did not have any hesitation because you did that little guinea pig with the question and asking me and then say, hey, I'm going to do a pitch. Don't worry. Just pretend it's we're just talking and being natural. And that pitch was so good. I wanted to say yes. And I was like, I'm in trouble now. I want to join. And I know you and I loved your energy. It was so calm. You understood what I was talking about. It was very, very balanced. But there was hesitation on doing a writing campaign because one, I was not ready and I had all the excuses in the world. I was like, no, because you made me realize something in one of the questions. And I was like, oh, all right, you know what? If I do this 3-month program, I'll be prepared when I do launch it. And I did test it out and it worked and I loved it. I was like, perfect. I was like, let's just do it. And 3 weeks later we started and that was my only hesitation was I was not ready. I didn't know what to expect. I don't even know when I wanted to use this, but I was like, you know what? An opportunity presented itself and I said yes. And it was to the person I really got to know and not some stranger who was gonna judge me on things and like me. I was like, no, I don't like that. I like the friendly structure.
I actually forgot about that. Yeah, because there, it's like very no pressure call at the end. Oh, this program could fit you, and I do remember you're like, a lot of the things come up, and then it was maybe like a week or two later. I think you maybe messaged me through Facebook. I want to say like you just did an audio, and you said, "I'm with myself, and I give this my
So
heart, and this is a yes. We're doing this."
I stepped into my own code, my NA. We built a relationship. We took action. But then when that question came, I was like, here's 50 questions. Can you answer them to make me at ease? And then you did. And so I took action and then we started. That was my buying decision because I was stressed out thinking about the future and where it is in my business and everything. I was like, I'm not ready. But you just made it peaceful. I would
Yeah.
say. Even though it was a beta, just a guinea pig question, it sounded so intriguing. I was like, oh, she spoke my language. Damn. I was like, I want to jump in.
I love the way you brought up the bank cards again and kind of talk through how you made that buying decision for yourself through your code a little bit. I think we kind of talked about this one already. Like, how did the process feel when working with me in the 3-month coaching program? You kind of said it's just like peaceful, but also like that friendly feel. It's not like you have to do this, you have to do that, or is there anything else you wanted to add to that one?
Because it was beta, we got to try out a couple of things. Whatever happened in the moment with my craziness, I said, hey, I want this. And you're like, let's try this. And you popped up in another sequence. We tried it. I was like, no, I don't like that. That just seems so confusing and a lot of work. And we scratched it. And then we came to another strategy and it was beautiful, aligned. And you were okay just playing around. You really customized the journey for me in this structured way, which was one thing I was afraid of. Would it be structured in my way for my business, or would it be a cookie cutter way? And it wasn't. And I love that. The process was fun, interesting, and very adventurous, I would say, because who knew what was going to happen the next week?
No, that's how I like to have it. It has structure to it, but it also is very free flowing. So whatever it is you need to be working on that week when we hop on our call together, it could be something like, okay, I want feedback on this email, or it's more like, oh, I want to learn more about how to create my email newsletter, like structure I could use for that. Or it could be like, I'm just like stuck. I don't know. I'm procrastinating, whatever, and just like releasing any inner blockages, things like that. So it's like whatever comes up in that moment. It is adventurous,
Yeah.
and
And
it also has we have like, this is what we want to accomplish, and this is going to be your takeaways at the end.
And what popped up was my messaging, my I help statement. I literally had a conversation with two other ladies. My 30-minute explanation, they got it down to a two sentence. And then I had your class, I think literally the next day. I said, "Oh, can you convert this for me?" And we actually changed the schedule that day and we worked on my message. And ever since then, holy crap, everything has been in a massive alignment for it. I know I bombed it in the beginning because I was so nervous. I forgot my one I help statement. Oh, I'm free flowing. It like people are coming to me and they're energetically aligned to it, which is amazing because I had 14 new warriors in the last 3 months because of the message that we worked on, the flow of how everything is, and how I can easily construct my content. I am also working with somebody else in business coach that tag team both of you guys, and I was like, it's beautiful alignment. It was just another layer of what I was doing because I only had you for a certain amount of time. I was like, optimize what I learned from you and hers, and then put it together. And now
Ah,
I just don't feel like it's too much. It's so simple. Now it's just me actually typing it for half an hour because that's I reread and I look and I feel into it and I ground myself. It takes me more time than most people who can just write. But yeah, like that was the key element. Walking away with anything, that major shift helped synchronize everything. And putting down my avatar's journey. I've been working on that for so long. It's stuck in my head, and you're like, doop, doop.
no, I am glad you brought that up. It's like having your messaging really clear, because that's one of the reasons why some people have a hard time writing their email content is just they're not quite clear on what is their message, what's their vision, what are they really helping to do, and also who is their audience, who are they trying to help, and like really specific with it, but also some people start out really broad, and that's fine too. You know, it's again not a should or have to. Everyone says you have to niche, so I have to niche. No, like what what works for you? Who are you? What clients are you attracting? And that helps you see a picture of like, who you're writing to, because it's so helpful when you're writing your emails to know who exactly you're writing to help you get your message across. That was something, yeah, we worked on earlier on in the coaching program, and that I definitely felt like it seemed to help click everything in place for all the later sessions. Let's see, I'm gonna see your time. Sorry. Oh gosh.
We already knew it was going to be an hour. We tried
Gosh.
to do 20 minutes. It's never going to happen.
I know I said 30 minutes. I said we'll probably go over 45 an hour here. Let me just look real quick and see. I feel like we've covered a lot of these. How have things changed for you since working together? You just feel like you're just more aligned. It's easier for you to write. I don't feel like a metal wall anymore. Would you recommend my services to others?
No, just kidding. I highly recommend her service. I actually, every time somebody said something about email marketing, I was like, oh, you should meet Joanne. Because all this excuses that you put on, she will smash it down. You're me. She's gonna help you. And so I tell your name all the time. I share your name all the time. Oh, I have a girl. Go and go to her group, make a phone call. She does like what, 15 minutes just to see if you're on a line. Go for it. I do.
Yes.
I can. I've seen other email marketers, and I'm always scared for them because it's too much in a box. It's not free. It's not one-on-one. It's not soul-based. It's very monetizing. They do the stats. They say, oh, do this and this and that, but they're not leading with their hearts. There's
Yeah.
only a few out there. And I just got lucky to meet you, who are very soul-based entrepreneur, and that's who I work well with. Because I worked with the money one, the ones who just want to like, oh, hit 100 or was it 10K months and all this other stuff. No. What about impacting 10 lives, impacting my readers, and just from a story, their lives change. It doesn't have to be monetary.
I I felt so honored to work with you, because when I heard the first session is the 90-minute, we really dig into your vision. When I heard your vision, I was like, wow, this is This is really meaningful, big impact. Just amazing. So that's something that I really love doing through the coaching program is like getting to know my clients more through it, but also being there, totally seeing their heart and that like we're digging into the vision and how can your email fit into that. For me, when I heard your story and your vision, I was like, wow, yes, yes, this is going to be so good.
And that all came to me right before I met you. Before that, I had nothing for 2.5 years. I had someone, but I cleared my energy. I talked to my higher self, and she mapped it out. And then, boom, here you come. I was like, all right, I'll take this universe. And it was just beautiful. And you helped me really put it down on paper because I was so hesitant to do that. I was like, no, I don't want it official. It's okay. Just, it's beautiful. Just keep going.
I love how you said put it on paper because I know you do put things on paper, like physical paper. You're like showing me all your papers. Like, this is what I have. This is what's going on in my ideas. And I'm like, yes, let's do this. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for taking that craziness and chaos and making it into something.
much. Just making it into a journey. Let's see. I feel like these other questions you can skip because I feel like we've gotten to all of these already. We're gonna wrap up here. Thank you so much for listening in live. Hello, if you're joining us right now, I will have the replay up and I highly recommend listening to replay if you didn't catch the whole thing. And
There's
sorry,
2 parts. This is part 2, guys.
this live ended up being part two parts because my internet decided to conk out in the middle, which does not happen to our internet. So that was just like, what? But you know what? It worked out with the segue because it was kind of like part one. We're talking about how you can use bank for your business, which was super awesome. And then part two, Dorothy's experience with my one-to-one email copywriting coaching program is kind of a mouthful.
Oh, and you know what? I actually use it in Now in the Morning Warriors. You haven't been there, I think, the last one. I'm restructuring the whole thing to actually do weekly calls based off of nurture, the knowledge, the action, and the blueprint. Each week, one by one, with a grand topic for the whole month and seen in different perspectives. Now it's not just networking and connecting, but we're actually stepping it up so that you can take what you have and actually go to other networking events, freaking get those connections. Not people like a people's or numbers game, but really connect, impactful, and utilize that time. Because this is what I do naturally. I'm just showing you those key elements and then raising you up as you go through this entrepreneur journey because I didn't have a tribe. I built this tribe. And now I'm like, hey, this is where I'm going. Come follow me. And I'm restructuring so that you guys have the basic fundamental experience through these codes and really get to utilize it and optimize it in your business at the level you're at now. And actually, I have a special for this month too. That's perfect.
Okay, hold on before you get into that because this is really good. If you are coming in and you don't know what we're talking about here, I am a part of Dorothy's Morning Warrior Tribe group for networking and connecting with people, getting to know a little bit more about bank. So that's what we're talking about here. It is a super awesome group. I feel like Dorothy just attracts people who are just like totally aligned with who I want to connect with too. And I've made so many connections in there, which has been just really awesome. And also like the matchmaking piece, you're like, oh, this is what you're looking for. This you two should connect. If you want to learn more about that, definitely reach out to Dorothy. But I wanted to give you some time to talk about like, what offerings you have for people to help them in their business, and you can also talk about like, where they can connect with you.
So I actually live on Facebook land, not Instagram. So if you meet me on Facebook, I will be more active there. It's okay. I've learned in my human design, Instagram is not for me, and I'm okay with that. Before I wasn't, FOMO. But right now I'm actually running a special because it's a time of giving. It's a time to really connect and spend time with family, friends, which is our entrepreneur friends, right? We don't really have real life friends. Well, I don't. I only have like one.
Even though it's digital.
It's $25 for the very first month to celebrate Christmas on the 25th. And after that, it's $88 full price, which to me, spiritual numbers are my thing. 88 is abundance. I want to show you guys to be abundant in wealth, money, relationship, any type of wealth, and to really grow and expand yourself. And that's why I chose 88. Just I want to embody, I want to have that intention in that community. Yes, I know most people said, "Oh, that's so cheap." I don't care. Wherever you are in your mission, I want you to be there. If you're heart centered, if you're spiritual, if you're on your passion path, your yeah, is it passion path? Oh, you know how there's two paths in doing your entrepreneurs? You go for the money first, or you go with your passion first. If you're going with your passion and living your design or wanting to discover your purpose, that is the people I want. If you're after your money, no, because that's a whole different mindset game, and you would be bored in my group. I'm just letting you know. Of course, money will be led to the next layer of it because when you're living your purpose and passion, money follows and it comes abundantly to you, and there's no limit. Yes, there is a cycle. And so if you're on that cycle, you're my type of people. And come enjoy, get to know Joanne even more. She comes on our weekly calls. I said we're structuring it in a way to actually deepen these conversations. I know Joanne on a very human-based level because I got to connect with her and I got to know her code in different perspectives. So even though we're connecting on that deeper level, we're also learning at a deeper level and taking that information and passing it on to our family, our friends, our clients, our audience. It gets to have that ripple effect. I literally cannot keep up with all the wins in my community. I've taken so many screenshots and I think it's about 200 different posts I have to write. And it's just so many beautiful wins. You will have those aha moments and you will feel like you're in a tribe that really understands you. If you're this oddball, weirdo, outcast, yep, you're my people. I'm weird. I'm an outcast. You're with us. If you're normal, I don't know what that means. If you think you're normal, try it out. I don't know.
Bring your queen. All you are. That's how it feels. No, it does. It feels like a very safe space where I can just be myself.
Yes, and there's only two rules. Be abundant and be yourself. That is all I have in place. Maybe there's a few other detail rules, but that is the two main rules to come in. And if you're discovering who you are, beautiful place to discover who you are. And there are lots and lots of experts in there in different categories. I actually, my little secret, I don't know if I should share. Yeah, I share it because I can't keep secrets. Whatever weakness I have, I attract the person who is an expert in that weakness on my entrepreneur journey. If you come in at any spot on your entrepreneur journey and you need somebody, they're usually in the community itself. And you already know them, trust them, love them, follow them, support them. And you know who they are as a human and not just what do you call it, social media profile fakeness, because we don't show up fake. We show up who we are. I tell people random stuff, and I usually say it in my community. You get to see my real life shit happening. And plus, also, I know this was a little bit long speech. I didn't mean to. You get perks in the community where you can't see anyone else. The first dib before somebody launches. We get exclusive deals in there, which is awesome. I was not playing that, but people's like, oh, just for you guys. And I'm like, yay. Yeah, if you want to work with me a little bit farther, my next launch is for my Morning Warriors. Anybody in it will get it. But outside of that, it's hidden. Nobody will know about it. Unless you're one of my peeps, then I'll share it.
So how can they join the Morning Warrior Tribe?
I can actually give you the link or drop it in here after we end the call. And there is a payment link. It tells you a brief link, like burp of the description of the Morning Warriors, or you can hear what I'm saying. If you need to read a longer post, you can go on my Facebook and read my pin post to really embody it. I actually, because of Joanne, I got to really have that structure to express what the morning work is. And then I tag team it with my backend office support who helped level it up with all the changes. And it's so beautiful. If you want to read it, you can. You click on there, you reached out to me, you message me on Facebook and say, hey, I just signed up, get you in the chat, and I will tell you everything more about that afterwards. And it's an easy process. We actually will have a class tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So you get to just jump right in.
Right. They can find you on Facebook at just your name, Dorothy Rotondo. I actually don't know how to. Is that right? Yes, okay, I got it. Dorothy Rotondo. I'll put it in the caption too so you can see the spelling there. Thank you so much, Dorothy, for jumping across the river into Instagram from Facebook to come join me here and chat with some of our Instagram friends. And yeah, I'll put the links and all that into the captions. And this will be a two-part replay because my internet conked out. So if you're listening to this, you can head back over to part one of the replay and listen to that part too. Well, thank you so much for us here. Thank you for listening in. If you're listening to replay, thanks. If you want to learn more about bank and how to use it for your business, or you're looking for more networking, please talk to Dorothy. If you are looking for help with your email list and you are ready to jump into your list and make it work for you, you can reach out to me. Just DM me on Instagram and we'll talk from there. Thanks, Dorothy.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.